So like, but I just mute it so, cause it doesn't. It's very weird to hear myself speak. So yeah.
Yeah, I have to mute it too because it delays 50,000 times. I cry.
It's delayed, you say?
Well, for me anyway, I hear me talking, then I hear me talking, and I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, that's just latency though.
Yeah.
Wait, I wanna hear. I wanna see this. How high your latency is.
Mayonnaise.
Oh damn.
I just heard you say latency then.
Yeah. So your latency is like around 10 to 15 seconds. For Meza.
Okay.
Just so you know.
I'm trying to fix it.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, like, we don't care because we are the ones playing. But like, yeah. Yeah, great. It's good for me to see what you guys see. So because sometimes I think I forget what you guys can see and can't see. But I mean, well, there's good news that comes out of this. You guys can't bring my game with night vision anymore because all your characters that have night vision can't see shit.
Okay, let's see if that fixes that.
Oh, wait, we'll open it up.
Either way, I'm still going to keep it muted so I don't like hear it myself.
See what the fuck it is. Meza, you are hosting.
Yeah, I just turned it off and then turned it back on, so it should cut to mine soon.
Ah, okay. That's a lot of Fortnite. You host a lot of Fortnite. I realize that.
Okay, it should be live now.
10 seconds, but I guess. I'm just gonna turn off your sound. It's not gonna sound very weird.
See, yeah, I think it's where you're viewing from too, because I'm only getting like a 6-second delay.
Yeah, it could be my internet, so don't worry about it. As long as I don't cut off, I'm fine. Like, so you guys, if you guys like don't speak for a long time, I'll get paranoid again. So.
Cool. I'll remember that trick.
Yes, just clap. Oh wait, Poke is going somewhere. We shall wait 2 seconds. But yes, are we all ready to begin?
Yep.
Alright, that's one. Okay.
Sorry, yes.
Still trying to convince my wife to go make me a sandwich.
That sounds very what's the word? Patriarchy. I believe a woman should be able to make a sandwich wherever she wants to.
Oh yeah.
That's empowerment. That's empowerment right there. Don't hit me, please, all the feminists. Alright, let's begin. So, well, welcome back to Avaga. You guys are in the sewers of the tough fight that almost killed half of you guys, and do remember, Mavis is still infected with, I can't pronounce that word, lycanthropy, so she will eventually turn into a weird should she not be cured. At this point in time, I would like all of you to roll intelligence check for me, please. 5. Literally.
God, I thought I had that 5. I was like, oh god.
Literally no intelligence. I mean, it fits the character, so it's fine. 16, 12. Wait, why is your intelligence save +6? God bless.
What?
I think you clicked the save.
Oh, that's the save.
Yeah, not the
so,
save.
So mine.
Doing saves, I have a +2.
-2
Yeah,
on that, so it's a 14.
Alright, so 14, 15. No, it's okay. You are correct. Well, so it's a 14. Alright, so all of you, except for Malik. Malik feels a sharp pain in his neck, in his head, and suddenly you guys hear a voice. Huh? I don't believe that ladies should have to suffer the things that you guys are gonna eventually they will eventually befall on you, and I shall remove their consciousness from this pile of junk. And as you see, as this voice says that, you see the female compatriots in your party suddenly sling down, they faint, and they go unconscious. So
I find that offensive.
You find that offensive. All right.
They get a free ride. How dare they?
Yes. So yes, they are knocked out for further notice. But right now you guys are still okay. I will assume that Malik has came out of the water. So right now you guys are still. Oh, you guys took a long rest. I'm assuming you guys are camping. So yeah, go ahead from there. We'll see what you guys can do. You guys can do role play. It's up to you guys. We'll see what you guys can do.
Chooses to jump back into the water and take a bath.
We're in the sewer water. All right.
Yes.
Go ahead.
It's cleaner than his normal.
Move your character. So yeah.
Cleanest water he's seen in weeks.
And yes, reminder for Poke. Go ahead with the roleplay. You did really well the last time we had our test encounter. Try and act like what you acted like the last time. But yes.
Please don't hit me again.
Poke, push to talk. Remember.
Yeah, I remember that.
Alright. Alright, so what are we all doing today?
Alright, I am looking around to go where the fuck is an exit or anything like that.
Are you gonna roll perception or what?
Yeah, I clicked and it didn't work. There we go. Boom!
Okay. What are you looking for?
A way out, a path, anything.
A way out. Okay, so you see. Give me a moment. You see that keep in mind you guys are right now at the edge of the sewers, so that is essentially just an edge. But you see to the bottom of you see a path. You see like a bridge leading out to somewhere else. But interestingly, even with your human sight, you can't see anything else beyond that. So, you know, that might tell you things that you perhaps there may be some dangers going over there, or that might be the way out. So you're not exactly sure.
Oh my god! I just realized our game breaking dark vision guys are not here.
Yeah, that's why I love today's things. You guys ain't gonna see shit, and you guys have to carry them around. So yes, have fun.
Damn it.
Keep in mind your ladies are prone and they are unconscious, so they will have to be carried, and they will add to your carry weight and encumber you. So yeah, I mean not really for the tough, guys.
Yeah, I am not carrying those two sleeping girls. Who is going to drag them along with us?
Well, I can definitely take care of one of them.
I will carry one.
That is very terrifying. Sorry, I don't think I caught your name.
I am Malik.
Magnet.
Food. Just messing with you.
Malik. Okay, that is utterly terrifying. I'm just going to start going on ahead then. Let's see if we can get the bloody hell out of here. And I'm going to click forward 2 steps.
Sure.
Perhaps we should pick these ladies up first. Let me grab one of them real quick.
I thought you wanted to grab Brad outside. That's not a lady.
Grab both Bran and Lena. Boss.
I mean, I probably could. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so you are grabbing Lena. So for the sake of this, you don't have to move her piece. I'll just take her piece away, and I'll say that for the sake of this, she's with you. So yeah, her piece is just removed. And yes, what will the rest of you be doing?
I will carry the annoying one.
Okay, so yeah, same thing.
I can see that going well later.
Murder drow being carried by the murderous voice. No way that could go wrong. Brandon, what are you doing?
Question, can I use the murder drow as a weapon?
Yes, improvise weapon with your strength modifier. She would not be very happy when she returns, but who cares?
That's freaking horrible.
The best thing I've heard.
But one Jingle Jangle to
No,
Malik.
50,000.
We have to find a better name for that. This is annoying to type. Jingle Jangle.
Who is Jingle Jangle?
Those are the blessings. So yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the name.
Jazz named it.
That was the
Jazz
name
named it.
yeah, that was the name we arrived on with Jazz. But yeah, moving on, going back to the game. Immersion. So Brent, what are you doing? Oh, okay. Wait.
Remember where the other rat was?
Uh-huh.
That Cal and Alex slain.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go up to it, see if there was any more of that rope. That
Oh, okay. I get what you're trying to find. So investigation, please.
Wait for it.
Oh, okay, great. So as you rummage around in the fucked up carcass of a rat slime combination, you find a few, this time around 2 to 3 strands of threads. And these things, you understand that these things have a magical nature, and they once again begin to wrap around your hands. And this time, your left hand is perfectly armored. It won't add anything to your AC, but you perhaps may do more damage with your unarmed strike.
Cass,
But you do not know that.
If you
You
followed
just
me
all you
during this
see is
stream,
like
I'm sorry, but it did not pop up.
boxers wrapping around their hands before they put their boxing glove on. So yeah, that's the most you got.
and then I'm just gonna catch up to Reaver.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yes, River, you are a rock.
Sweet, I am stealthing up ahead.
Okay, give me a moment.
Do I
I
have
will.
to check on this rubbish?
No. Before you actually step up ahead, I would have to. Do you want to roll? Okay, you don't have to roll perception because you'll be able to see stuff. Let me review accordingly.
That's weird. It's not working.
Damn,
I'm
just
sorry.
missing the dark vision.
So yeah, you definitely see that there's another platform at the other side. You definitely see that there's a bridge going over, and as you step into the rubbish, I would like you to roll a dex save, and I will roll my
Dex
dice.
save.
I will roll my dice too.
No, that's not what I want.
You do not make it. As you try and deftly leap across the pile of garbage, your feet snags on something and you fall face first into the rubbish.
Yay!
I
meant
would
to
give
do that.
I will give Malik a reaction to see if he can reach you. And if he wants to pick you up, should he?
Can he see me? Because I was stealth.
Oh, yeah.
I would say that for the sake of this, you are stealth to
There it goes. I don't know why it's
Like-
not working.
threats you perceive.
Because I'm
but
happy
don't-
to face plant into the rubbish and stealth and no one see it.
With you face planting into the rubbish and the sound it will make, I think it will break your stealth either way. So all he sees is just some figure like frolicking.
He just sees my face in the rubbish.
All right. So would Malik want to do anything? I'll still give him the reaction because he's so close.
Yeah, I'll do a reaction. Is that a dex save?
Yeah. To see
Damn,
how.
I thought his reaction was going to be to laugh.
No, he does not make it. So you
I
see
pulled it down
Malik.
with me.
No, you see Malik try to stoically put out his hand, but Reaver doesn't even see his hand because he's following your face. He just goes pia, and there's a splat into something that he might not have want to be into. And then
I hate this damn sewer. Just to
Yeah.
winch myself with rubbish.
don't worry, everyone does. At which point in time, a popcorn initiative initiates.
Yay!
Hold up, give me a moment. And you guys see your favorite, that is covered by rubbish, your favorite monster in this past few encounters and past few campaigns, a slime, a ooze. Congratulations, you have found your prize.
I've had enough of this slime.
I would say that because you face planted into him, you will get the first strike.
Do I want to use mockery or do I want to with the constitutions?
Okay.
I've
those-
had enough of you fucking slimes. Just go and jump in the water. Slime has to make a 14 wisdom save.
Yeah, I know. But does he follow your command, or does he just take damage?
It's just damage.
Alright, yeah, good to know. It's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does not make it. So yeah, go ahead. So you do 2 psychic damage. You see the slime look a bit confused. I mean, if a slime could look confused, you see that it's affected by your words, but not as affected as you believe it should be. Perhaps because it is not as humanoid as you think it should be. But again, for those who are not very familiar with Popcorn Initiative, the person who has just taken their turn can try to pass it on to anyone that he can see, either with a glance or with a motion or with whatever they say. But should the DM not have his turn in between, the DM will have 2 turns. But I mean, of course, you guys can kill the monster before I have my turn. That's up to you guys. So there's a little bit of strategy involved.
Lean back and pat my hand on Malik and go, all right, big boy, I think it's your turn. I think I hurt his feelings at best.
Big boy.
Oh. Is that
Just
a wall?
leap over me and go kill him.
So no, the one that is beside Reaver is a pillar. Yes,
Or
there's
a
a pillar.
wall? That wall there?
Yes, there's a
Yeah.
wall. It's not. It is not something that you can't see. It's a wall. So you guys are like touching the wall right now.
I told him to leap over.
Yeah, he has to leap over you, then he has to make a deck save and stuff like that. So you know.
While holding whoever he's holding.
Yeah, you keep in mind you're holding Mavis. So like, if you fall, she falls with you, and she can't do anything because she's unconscious.
It's alright for me to like walk around the edge here, right?
You can most certainly try. In my games, you can do whatever you want. If you want to suddenly become God, if you roll a natural 20, I'll let you become God. I mean, I'm just kidding, but like.
Oh,
Alright,
I'm going to
so-
remember that.
as you skirt over the side, as you skirt over the side, and as you walk there, so your vision would improve. You again, you see more of the same edge, more of the same rubbish. You're not sure if they're monsters, but with the DM's discretion, most likely they will be. As you try to skirt over, you have to make a dex save to see if you get again snagged by the rubbish, and you have to make a dex save to see if you accidentally tip over. Okay, you make that one. Next one. You need to make another dex save to see if you tip over the. Oh my god, that's not great. So
So don't lie, Merrick. There's always slides in the rubbish.
no, there isn't. There might be some stuff. So, all right. You know what? I'll let you roll. Never mind. Okay. So as you try and move across, you do not move as deftly as you had hoped, and you are stuck here because you have slipped on your way to the ooze, and you're sort of dangling off the edge of this like the edge of the water. You're sort of dangling there, and for your knowledge, it's around 5 to 6 feet up. So with your height, with your dangling, your feet barely touches the water, or you submerge like a foot in the water, and you need to either get someone to help you, or in your next turn use your own strength to pull yourself up because you have Mavis on you. So yeah, you are stuck there.
I forgot I'm a bloody bard now.
Yes, you are.
Bard of inspiration.
So yes, Malik, what would you be doing? Once again, you can give popcorn initiative to anyone, including the DM.
I will give the DM initiative.
Okay, so as Malik sort of slips, he still looks venomously at the ooze because he has been well acquainted with their kind, and the ooze, seemingly feeling the hostility from the person hanging on the edge, would interestingly like to take a body slam, so-called, at Reaver, which does not hit. Yeah, it just tries to body slam you. You had enough of his bullshit. You have seen these.
How dare you touch me?
You have seen these move countless times. Like you're bored with it by now. Like it's boring by now. So yeah, it doesn't hit you. And yes, the popcorn initiative will not go back to you, but it will go back to a person of your choice.
Carl, my boy, what do you think you can do from all the way over there?
In a moment, give me a moment. sorry, back. Where were we? Carl, I believe.
Yeah, me.
Carl's gonna try something from there somehow. I have no clue.
For your information, all of you still do have your planeswalker stuff. The subclasses have not refreshed themselves. You're not be given any new powers just yet. So yeah.
Picked like the wrong
Wait,
person to activate.
Doesn't Cloak and I have our passives from our bonus thing? Session? Whatever that was?
I'm sorry.
Do we still have our passes from the session we tested?
Oh hell no.
No, okay. No, that's fine.
Yeah,
Cal
no.
will advance like so,
Okay.
and then
Towering over Reba.
Towering over river, yes. With Malik hanging over the side.
yeah, I'm gonna attempt to pick
Very intimidating.
them up. This should be interesting. I'm gonna grab.
Were you gonna try picking me up?
No, try to pick Malik up.
Oh.
As Cal reaches down and grabs his hand while still holding Lena.
Yeah, I would say that for your strength is not an issue. The issue will be the coordination required. So you have to make a dex save, and if you fail the dex save, you and Malik would both fall into the water. Which, yeah, not fun times. This is sewer water, so you know.
This could go poorly.
Can I give them Bardic Inspiration? It's a bonus action though.
No, you can't technically.
No.
This is gonna hurt. This is gonna suck, guys. Oh.
Yeah, it is. So what happens when we have to carry two girls?
So yes, as you try and reach down, again, you're trying to balance someone on your back. Malik is trying to balance someone on his back, and you're trying to reach down and you are pulling. And as you pull, the combined weight of all these three people start to weigh on your, what are you, a fur block? A fur block? I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yep.
Fur block, start to weigh on your fur block physique, and your coordination is flawed, and you both take a tumble into the seemingly unknown depths of the water. But as you reach, you understand that it is not that deep actually. How tall are you guys? 7, 8, 7, 7, 7, 6?
7, 8, and 7, 9.
All right, yeah, you guys are able to stand in the water totally, and yeah, it's a bit deeper than what you guys, than the water that was surrounding Malik's cage, but it's not like deep, like that it will drown any of you. But you feel that perhaps once again that there may be some movement in the water, and you don't think you should stay here any much longer. And yes, that will be the end of your turn. But what would you like to do with your initiative?
I guess Poke's the only person left, so.
Yeah, all right. So Carl looks to Bran for help, the only one that is on land and not engaging a monster. And what would Bran like to do?
How far would he be if I'm near the edge?
How far are they from the edge? With their reach, if they stick out their hands, 4, 5 feet? No, 3 to 4 feet. Like that's how they are. That's how they are from the. That's how far away they are from the edge.
I bring out my whip and kind of toss one of the ends to them, like, and say, "Here, need some help?"
Okay. Which one will you be tossing it to?
Whichever one wants to grab it first.
Okay. I'm assuming that you're throwing. Oh, I'm echoing. Yeah. I'm assuming that you're throwing it in between here. So that's okay, I would like you to make a sort of, okay, what you do is I just want you to make an attack with a whip, and I'll see how accurate you are as you throw your whip.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, yeah. So you manage to hit right in between them, and they are free to pick it up, but that will be at their turn, and that will be the end of your turn unless you would like to do something else or pass it on.
No, no, I just pass it on to Reaver.
Okay. So Bran, after doing that, taps River on the back and go like, yeah, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Alright, I'm going to cast my Dagger of Malice.
Using all them spells because you're a bot now.
No, that was a. Yeah, and yes, that's a cantrip though.
Yes.
And it's now in my hand, and I'm going to hit him with it.
Sure.
And I've put that up. That doesn't.
You'll be surprised actually. I must refresh my memory of the DC. Yeah, never mind. That hits. Jesus.
Sweet.
You'll be surprised. Yeah. So you do 7 piercing damage, but magical, right?
Yeah.
Because it's counted as magic damage. Yeah. So you definitely
So
you hit
magic
it.
damage.
Yeah.
Dagger
You.
that just fades after a while.
Yeah. So you hit you as you guys see sort of a conjuring magic, and a dagger appears in Reaver's hand, and it could be whatever color he chooses it to be, and he sort of reaches out and just stabs the ooze right where he believes the heart is, but the ooze has no heart, and he takes considerable amounts of damage, but he's definitely not dead yet, but like on the way there. So
Die, you motherfucking slime! That sounds like. And now the dagger's.
and
And
what would you
I
like to do?
pass it over to Cal.
In the water.
From,
All right.
Yeah, they can try to get out again while I play with the slimes.
All right.
How high up is the wall from where I'm at?
You keep in mind you have a rope, like a rope whip thing in front of you, and how high is if you reach okay, 3 to 4 feet up from your hand, from your maximum reach.
So I guess I'm gonna try to put Lena up there, gently.
Oh, okay. You're trying to push her up.
Yeah, and put her on the edge so that when I'm trying to climb, I can not have extra
Fail.
problems.
Okay. I'll deck save. I'll see if you drop her. I don't think you will, but I hope not. Alright, yeah. You managed to hoist her up, and with a bit of help from Bran, you managed to lay her here. So yes, Lena is here, but for the sake of this, we will not put her out because she's not doing anything. And I will count that not as an I won't count that as an action because you haven't done much. So I'll just count it as sort of like picking up an item or putting down an item, and you can still do something if you choose to.
And then at this point, I'm gonna try to climb up.
You're gonna try and climb up the edge of the water, or using the rope or whatever.
How'd the rope get around me? I missed that. Did Bran throw it down?
No, yeah, Bran not through, but he sort of like lowered his whip right in the middle between the two of you guys because he's not exactly sure who he wants to save, and that's about it. But you're not exactly sure if Bran's weight can carry yours because you are a humongous and heavy ass guy. So
Yeah, I'm gonna try to just get up myself because we've done this once and it didn't end well.
yeah, you put someone. You okay. After further inspection, you see that some of the walls are a bit cracked, but they're not enough for you to force your fingers in because you have rather big fingers. So what would you like to do? Would you like to how would you like to climb this?
Where are the cracks at? Like right here on the wall itself?
So right here, so if you imagine a wall in front of you, it's there's one at right where you reach. There's one within your reach, and there's like one sort of 1 feet above your reach, and you sort of feel that you get the idea that if you sort of break them, or if you use them, or you use some sort of tools, you may be able to use them as footholds to be able to hoist yourself up, provided you are dexterous enough. But yeah.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to shake the ground or to shake the wall and see if it gives a little bit and creates a big enough foothold for me to get my hands in there and climb out.
So you are creating harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute.
Yeah, to try to shift that that wall and try to make it break through.
As you do that, again harmless. So the people on the wall do not actually feel anything. they feel like a bit of
Thank God.
shaking, but not much. They don't fall or anything, and you see a bit of sort of like sediment sort of start to shake a bit out of the handhold, foothold, whichever you want to call it, and you get the idea that perhaps you you are a step closer to where you want to be, but you haven't. Unless you try something else, this will not be like this is not the turn that you get out of the water.
Okay, other than that, that's all I can do right now.
All right, I would like you to roll perception. Colin.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Again, paranoia. All right, so with that perception roll, you don't see anything yet, but an impending sort of movement is coming towards you guys. You're not exactly sure which direction, but you get the idea that you're not the only living things in this water. And yeah, you should probably get that right now. Although I do promise no giant crocodiles, because that fucked up our campaign last time.
Thank you.
I swear, no giant crocodiles. You guys will not see a single giant crocodile in this damn sewage ding dong. But yes, that will be the end of your initiative. And what would you like to do with it?
I look over at Malik. Well, I'm shaking it, but it's just not giving enough. You might want to give it a couple hits and see if you can break some footholds out.
Break footholds, eh? Malik, like, kicks the wall, like, fucking full blast kicks it.
How are you gonna kick while you're in water?
You can't tell me what to do. I'm
Very
Malik.
amazing.
Let me sort of figure this out.
Goliath,
Alright,
I have a
alright,
powerful
sure.
build.
Fine. I would say that you sort of put one foot on the water and using your own leg, you sort of hoist yourself out of the water so you're not hindered by the water, and you kick it. Where do you kick exactly? You kick at the places of the sort of footholds / handholds, or do you kick around it or what?
Kick the wall.
Kick the wall. Just all right, fine. Make an
Huge Goliath foot kicking a wall.
make an unarmed strike then. We'll see how
Unarmed
much
strike?
damage you do, so called. Like how much
What
progress
is
you
an
make.
unarmed strike?
I'm sorry. Let me look at your.
Just
Make-
strength plus proficiency.
Yeah, just strength for proficiency. Your strength is 6. Your proficiency is
2
2. So yeah,
plus 8.
is it? Or is it just plus 6?
I don't know. I don't know what this thing is.
Well, I'll let the calculator do it.
I think it's just plus 6. So just roll a natural. Okay, yeah. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, that hits because it's an unmoving ball. So let's see how much damage you do. 4. All right, so as you go for sort of like a really strong thrusting kick, you kick right into the wall. Your leg sinks a bit in, but you manage to pull it out, and you again fall back into the water. There's a splash. You may or may not have notified things that you are on your way, or because it is a sewer, so everyone sort of knows you're already here. But yeah, the foothold you have created a chunk out of the one foothold, and you can definitely begin to hoist yourself up should you choose to. And I will count the hoisting as your movement. So yes, you can proceed to do that if you wish.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You will do that. All right, continue. So you hoist yourself up. You put your feet in one foothold, and you will definitely have to make a dex save to see if you. No, actually, yeah, you have to make a dex save to see if you are coordinated enough to pull yourself up while lifting your leg out. Because strength is not a problem for you guys. Yep, you guys make it, and Malik is back on the edge of the water. Yeah.
Nice.
And
I'll
back
move along onto the bridge. I got more movement, right?
yeah, I would say yeah.
Move onto the bridge.
Yeah, for the sake of this, you do not have to make a dex save anymore because you are well accustomed enough to not fall into the water because you have you've done it before. But yes, as you move there, that would be the end of your turn.
Nice.
And yeah, popcorn initiative. Who would you like to give it to?
I will give it to Reva.
Reaver has to Reaver has taken his turn, hasn't he? Has everyone gone
Yes.
one full round?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't
I'll
think.
be
Bren-
Bren then. Bren.
All right. So, all right. Continue.
Reaver gives it to Bran.
So yes, Bren has.
And Brand just mumbling to himself at this point. It's like nobody accepts 23 times a day of kindness. He's gonna use his whip to lash out at the slime.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks.
Across Reaver?
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
We rehearsed this. It's okay.
Sure. Roll for acrobat. First roll for acrobatics, then roll to hit.
Yes.
Holy shit.
I can't believe that was gonna work.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Roll to hit then. Bren. Hits. Roll for damage, please. Is that +5? God damn. God damn, that does 8 damage?
But is a whip finesse or?
Yes, with.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Hold up, that does
Actually,
8
it can-
damage.
It can be either, so it's strength or.
Yeah, so that's 4. So no, so it's just about 7 damage then.
Yeah, I was like, that's a bit.
So,
Okay, yeah. So you crack it against the slimy sort of face of the ooze. You're not exactly sure because it's the ooze, and yeah, you do considerable amounts of damage. It's not exactly dead, but you get the idea that you have pushed it very close. And
as
because
it was with that guy land.
yes, you land. So you sort of dodge out of the way, Matrix style. You
It was beautiful.
and then you
You
jump.
just saw me jump in the air, spinning in circles.
Yeah, it was beautiful. But because it was beautiful and you guys didn't give the DM a turn, so the DM will take double turns because popcorn initiative, that's how it works.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Put that on.
and the woos will once again it literally it has only one trick in its book. It's just gonna do the same thing until it hits someone.
Aww.
So he does it at Reaver and he crits. Holy shit! That's gonna damn, you're gonna die now.
Reaver cries. It's all over, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, again, ignore the damage because the acid is crazy. Don't ignore the damage. So you do take it slams you straight in across the chest. You do take the 8 damage, but the acid once again is passive. So you're not exactly sure how much acid damage you would take. I will once again roll for that to see.
The magic armor.
Yes, your magic armor does not take any damage because it's it's magic armor. So yes, you do take a death. You do take like a strong hit straight across your chest, and it's like quite a large hit because you have like what 11 health. Did your health improve?
18.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you have a bit more health now, but still, that was like that was like half your health.
I've got 10 hit points left, so I'm back to how I normally was.
And seeing that it has succeeded with one of its assailants, it would like to take a chance, to be bold and attack the menacing figure that tried to flank it, and it hits. I think. Holy shit!
Yep.
For Malik, right? Damn. Again, ignore the acid damage, but oh my god, damn. So yes, it does. It sort of body slams you, and it takes then you take 7 bludgeoning damage, but the acid damage is passive, and you don't know if you take it or not. Oh, hello.
Yes, that's endurance. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I love that.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure you want to use it against the slime, but since you already used it, so we shall go ahead. Roll a d12.
What even is the damage?
It did 7. So yeah, you take no damage. You stand in a defensive stance. The blow just glances off you, and as Reaver looks in amazement and go like, "You have to teach me that." But yes, after that, you guys can choose whether Reaver takes the initiative or Malik takes the initiative because both of them were attacked.
Alright, Reaver's gonna do it for the simple fact he wants to do this to Malik. Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, so that would be your turn, I believe.
No,
That's it.
that's bonus action.
Oh, never mind. Oh shit, I did not read your spell. Continue on.
That's fine. And then I'm gonna swing at him with the broken sword, which I'm assuming does nothing.
That does not hit barely.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm assuming since you gave bardic inspiration to
Malik, you can fuck this creature up now. That's my inspiration. It's now his turn.
No weapon though.
Wait, really? You have no weapon? Oh yeah, I just remembered you have no weapon.
He has
Unarmed
it.
strike the fucker.
Where are your
Wait, don't you-
weapons?
Did you return your spear to Carl?
He
Yeah, I
did.
did.
Damn, alright. Ain't nobody gonna arm him? Really? You guys didn't arm him like while you guys were resting? Really? Alright.
I
Can I
didn't.
throw the broken longsword at him?
Not now after you missed.
No. Why didn't you tell me you had no weapon?
I totally forgot he didn't have a weapon.
It's like, wait, hold up. I have inspiration, but I'm gonna punch him with my hand. I'm gonna punch a pile of water with my hands. Or
You
kick his
better
ass, I don't know.
fist him really good.
In hindsight,
attack
it seemed like a good idea.
Wait, can I use a torch?
Again, if you want to use anything as a weapon, it is an improvised weapon. So, roll. It's just your strength modifier, plus your
Or just,
roll D,
like
plus your.
unarmed, basically.
Well, no, because with unarmed you're still proficient, but with improvised weapon, you lose
Yeah,
your
it's just a-
proficiency.
Yeah, it's just a 1d20 plus your strength. That's it.
If I to be proficient in everything, I don't know.
Mm-mm.
No, but if it's an improvised weapon, it's just an improvised weapon. Like you could use Mavis as a weapon to control
Yeah,
her. and
like
then,
like for instance, like a pull cue is not an actual weapon. So if you broke a pull cue in half, it'd be considered an improvised weapon. That's what makes
yeah, if
Tavern
you stab
Brawler
someone
fun.
with poke you.
What you're saying is I'm better off punching it with my fist.
Yeah,
You might do more damage with a torch. You do not know, but that, again, you know, up
Punch it
to
with my
you.
fist.
Okay, you hit, but as you sort of, please
Use
roll for
the
them.
inspiration dice.
Even
He
without
hits.
inspiration, you hit. But
He
yes,
hits.
go ahead.
That hits? Okay,
Yeah,
don't
that
use
hit. It has very low. It has very low AC. Don't worry about it. Yes, you managed to. You sort of tear your hands in between where you think his chest is, and you split it apart. Have you guys ever seen Here's Johnny? Yeah, that's the Here's Johnny move. And then
Yep.
yeah, but while you do that, you sort of feel some acid smoke coming out of your hands, and you take. Let me roll that, please. I haven't rolled so long. You take 2 points of acid damage for the shenanigans that you've done to yourself with the.
Does my acid resistance have that?
You have acid resistance?
That's
yep.
19.
It technically would.
Yeah, it would. It would. If you have acid resistance, yes, it would. It would become 1. Holy shit! Then you're like literally. If they give you a weapon, you're like literally the slime killer. If they give you a weapon.
Boom,
you-
1 damage.
Yeah, it takes 1. It takes 1 acid damage.
He
So I
doesn't
believe-
need it if he's gonna be just punching them.
Yeah, he doesn't need anyone. Like fuck that shit. So yes, this is dead, and yeah. What would you guys be doing?
And Cal's gonna climb out.
Crying.
Keep in mind, Carl is still in the water, so.
Yeah, I'm climbing out.
With the foothold that he has made, go ahead, and I would like you to make a dex save.
A death save.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, you make it, no problem. Cause I need to see if you're coordinated enough to get your ass up.
And then I
And
pick
yeah, so
I pick Lena back up.
yeah, definitely. It's on you. You're a bit more encumbered. You don't get disadvantage to your dex saves because you're such of a big build. But yeah, that's about it. What would you guys be doing?
Can I search
Someone
to
give the
pile
giant
of junk?
killer a weapon.
I want to search for the child, like the pile of junk we just went through. Can I search through it for like a weapon?
Sure.
Sorry, yeah.
Investigation.
Alright, there we go. Suck at investigation.
Yeah, definitely not. You don't get it, but perhaps you get the idea that if this slime dissolves metal weapons, it would be it probably would be counterintuitive to search it for weapons. But you know, that's just a TM talking. But yeah, you don't get anything out of it.
I
It's-
was searching the pile of junk, not the slime. But, yeah.
Oh, but still, yeah. Again, if the slime lives there,
Yeah,
all the
there'd be-
metal.
it wouldn't obviously dissolve stuff that it's living in, so there'd be something there that wouldn't, you know.
Yeah, like a bone, I guess. You're gonna have like a bone for a weapon. But yeah,
Yeah,
nothing.
why not?
With
Yeah,
that
why-
investigation save, with that investigation check, yeah, you don't see anything. You have just dirtied your hands that have been scalded, that have been burned by acid, and you don't feel very good with yourself right now. What would the rest of you
Just
be
sort
doing?
of turn around, look at Carl and Brown, go, do either of you have a weapon so he's not punching everything?
Yeah.
It's potentially dissolving his hands.
I could definitely lend him this spear again.
I got a dagger, so I'm not using it.
Well, the most I've got is this broken sword here, and I don't think it's going to like broken one.
Malik punch.
Alright, you can keep punching things then, buddy. That's fine.
For real? Alright. You guys gonna regret that, but alright. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say shit.
I can throw the spear to him whenever he needs it.
Does anyone have any rope left? I think I might just tie the broken sword to his fist, and he could just punch things like that.
Yeah.
I got none.
I got nothing for that. I can't. I was gonna say something, but I got nothing.
Alright, as you guys are trying to solve your punching friends problem, you guys once again, very strange. No matter how close you stand to the edge of the bridge, you just can't. Oh shit! Hello, get up, ping. So the bridge, you just cannot see beyond this place. Yeah. So either there's some magic interfering you, or there's something that they don't really want you to see. But
Well, in that case,
Malik doesn't care. Malik, move forwards.
with maybe it's on you, keep in mind. But yes,
and
as you
Raver follows him incognito.
yes, you are stealthed, and yes, all of you make it past the rubbish, and you guys will not have to make a dex save because you guys trampled it in your fight, so there's no problem with that. And I would like Malik to roll a perception, please. Oh, nice. So again, your sight is compromised, but you hear the sounds of scampering, not as little as you think, but little feet scampering across the sewer floor, and you hear some mouse noises like and then you hear some muffled talking, seemingly implying that there's intelligent or perhaps humanoid life somewhere in there, but you don't see it even no matter how close you are to it.
Fuck it, go forward.
But yes,
Keep going, Malik.
Is there anything down here?
From the darkness.
no, because keep in mind all of you are affected by the smoke, so you only have 20 feet because you're all human. You don't have night vision, so that's the edge of what you can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
But-
Malik moves forward.
Okay.
And Raver
as you-
follows him.
As you
directly
step
behind him.
as you step forward, you sort of enter. You have sort of entered like a bubble. So you sort of enter the bubble, and suddenly the world becomes a lot brighter, and a lot scarier because you guys see things that you're not exactly sure you want to see. Wait, hold up. 30 feet. I need to measure this. Yeah, fine. You guys see more of the mutations that you guys have been fighting, and you guys see the edge of what seems to be a campsite. And usually, with your knowledge, campsite equals humans equals perhaps more trouble for you guys. But yes. And the weird rats or mutations have most definitely noticed you, and I would like you guys to roll initiative, normal initiative. But hold up, give me a moment. No, not you, Jesus. Remove all turns, clear. Okay, yeah. Please roll initiative for me, please. Normal initiative. I need to help.
For the first time in a long time, I've got a good initiative roll.
Yeah, good. God bless. Hey, Reaver, highest initiative.
Excellent.
Okay, let's look at top initiative order. So the top initiative order will. What are you doing? Keep in mind you are still stealth, and this is a
Yep.
pillar. This is a pillar, so.
So right about here, about here,
Uh-huh.
I am doing this.
Sorry, I made the page.
Casting
You are casting sleep around. Okay, what's the radius?
Yeah.
Is it like a? Give me a moment.
20 feet.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Roll 5d8. This is how many hit points
yep.
creatures this spell can. 20 feet of a point. So I'm assuming it's like it's a radius around 20 feet.
It
So
is.
it's like a circle. All right, good. And then yeah, roll a 5d8 and we'll see how much you can hit.
Yeah, there we go. So it's the effect one there, 23.
Oh, okay, shit. Sorry, wasn't paying attention. 23. This total is how many hit points of this spell can affect. Within 20 feet, we had lowest current hit points. Starting with the low current hit point, the sleeper takes damage. Subtract each from total. Moving on. Okay, great. Now 20 feet. So yeah, I'm assuming you're casting it here.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yep. So I'm just like, go to sleep, little annoying shits.
So they have to make a dex save. No, do they have to make a save, or are they just?
No,
they
you
go
just-
to sleep.
You just go to sleep. The one with the lowest HP goes to sleep first, and then if it takes all the 23, then nothing happens. And then if the next one has, so let's say they both had like 10 HP, then they would both just pass out.
Okay. My question will be, what if a person is resistant to being charmed?
Nope. Charms are different. Sleep is a different effect.
Okay, good
Yeah.
to know. Age. Starting with the lowest hit point. So you see, give me a moment. You see figures that you do not exactly yet see have fallen asleep. You heard sounds of people hitting the floor, and you get the idea that your spell has taken effect, but the two immediate threats in your face or in Malik's face for this reason have not fallen asleep. So you get the idea that the spell has taken effect and that perhaps you have discovered more enemies with your spell. Yeah, that will be the end of your turn, and the person that was gonna take his turn without interruption from the spell has fallen asleep, so it will now be Carl's turn. So you have effectively skipped the person's turn. So yeah, great.
Let's see. Cal
The
is
one-
going to use his action as such on him, or his bonus action as such on himself.
Okay.
And then he's going to advance through these squares like this.
You have to push past them.
Yeah, which if they allow, it's free movement.
Yeah, I think they will allow it. I don't really think that they will block you. Malik
to,
might, but
Anyone can.
yeah. Malik might, but like, all
to
right. moving on,
there,
continue.
and then pull out the mace as his interaction and swing away at the
Whichever one.
this one here.
Regardless of, I think regardless of who you swing at, it does not hit. Yeah, that does not hit.
Yeah, it was the one up to the top, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, you swing wide, and this, keep in mind, you guys have fought this for a long time, so you know that at this stage it is susceptible to physical damage, but because it has a tangible form, it is much more agile than you think, and it leaps out definitely out of the way. And would that be the end of your turn?
That's all for Cal.
Okay.
Hey, big guy Malik, I believe's your name. That spear's still on my back if you decide you need it.
Nice. So, right, okay.
It is not your turn. It is not Pokemon initiative.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
this is
all I
normal
got.
initiative. But
I
yeah,
forgot.
I appreciate. It's okay. I appreciate the enthusiasm. And wait, hold up. What the fuck?
Is he asleep?
No, but I really was just telling you that the spear was there for sure.
So you feel you sort of see, not feel, but you definitely feel it. An arrow, a bolt comes out of the darkness and strikes Carl. +2. Does that still hit?
Oh, I think it does. Yeah.
All right, yeah. Holy shit. And it does 6 piercing damage. It strikes you across the shoulder. It does 6 piercing damage, and it comes from. Wait, did Reaver, did Wolf go? It comes from
I
the
just
dark.
dropped it up.
All right, it comes from the darkness, and you're not exactly sure where it is from, but the direction that you see perhaps is right in front of you, and that will be the end of the mysterious person's turn. And now the con save. Why does man not even make a con save?
Concentration spell.
Oh, okay. And
I'm fine,
so
by
did
the
you
way.
make it?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Good to know. So this mutation, seeing that you just try to attack its I wouldn't say friend, but like its fellow mutation, would now like to take a bite out of you.
Okay.
Yummy.
It
Which-
hits.
Again?
Yeah.
Damn! I
Oh
thought you
no,
had. I thought you had
we're
17
all gonna
AC.
become were rats.
God
I
bless.
do, but you tied it, so that's you tied the 19, so it hits
no,
on
no,
a
no.
tie.
In my games, if it's a tie, it doesn't hit.
Oh, okay. Well, then didn't hit.
Yeah. So the wheel rat goes straight for the bite. You are a bit wary of the bite because again, you will be turned into a wheel rat. You have seen what it could do to people like Mavis, what it might do to people like Mavis, and you definitely leap back and you sort of wrestle your arm away from what would have been a devastating bite, and it is now Malik's turn.
Kill them all.
Yay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
See how far I can move.
Your movement is 30 feet, I think. That is a pillar, by the way.
I can go around it, though, can't I?
This is okay. This is a pillar, and this is like a, for you at least, shoulder length like barrier. Not like a barrier, but it's like pipes.
So shoulder height.
In other words, just charge right at them.
Shoulder height pipe. That's pretty big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are pretty fucking big pipes, and it's like the first pipes that you have seen in this entire sewer system. So yeah.
It's like technically you could still do like that.
Yes, I will move up, and I just looked at a Google torch. Apparently, torch is an improvised weapon, and it does also 1 fire damage. Is that okay?
Yeah. All right. Fine. Yeah. Definitely. Makes sense. As long as it makes sense, it's fine.
Here on Cal's back when
Use the torch.
Why is he taking a weapon? What is this?
Oh dear God.
Yeah, that hits. God bless. Yeah. So annoyed with, oh, but you rolled a 1d4. You rolled a 1. Annoyed with these things that have been sent to gut him, Malik screams out in rage and just with the thing that is closest to him, torch, he lashes out, hitting the wheel rat definitely in the head and burning it for 1 fire damage. And and is that the end of your turn?
You know what?
Yeah.
Action surge.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I thought you were a barbarian.
Hits. God bless. Ooh, damn. All right. Yeah. So he again in his rage, he does the same thing. He goes for that tap, that double 1-2, and then yeah, you damage him suitably. He's not exactly dead yet, but let me count how much damage he did. You did, fuck math, 13 points of damage. Is that correct? Yes, you did 13 points of damage, and the rat is currently a little bit on fire.
Nice.
And yes, that will be the end of it. That will be the end of that. And that will be the end of your turn. And Bran, what would you like to do? I think you can cast spells now, Bran. Finally.
Actually, no. I need to spend an hour to focus on my blade to be able to do that.
Oh, life sucks. Never mind.
You would have been able to do that before we started since we took a long rest.
Yeah. So definitely your
Oh,
definitely.
really?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah,
You'll be fine.
yeah, definitely.
Go ahead.
I'm going to use my bonus action to do a spell strike on my bright blade.
Okay.
I'm going to imbue it with some fire damage.
Okay, so because you have seen that fire seems effective against these beings, and yes, you will imbue it with fire damage. Your blade grows red hot, and you get the idea that perhaps because it is a holy weapon, holy in quotation marks is a radiant weapon. The fire seems boosted. It seems to be a little bit more powerful. It doesn't seem to have any like physical effect on the damage that you would do, but it looks a little bit brighter.
And I'm just going to charge. I'm just going to charge the rat and swing.
Sure. Where would you be swinging at?
I'll be swinging at the torso.
Okay, you trying to cleave it in half? Sure. By the way, have I modified your bright blade damage, or is that still like crazy ass?
Yeah, I modified it.
Okay, great.
I hope.
Yeah, I mean you can just click it and we'll see what comes up. That hits. Roll for damage. Oh, you crit, yeah, there, fine, definitely, there we go. So yes, you do 13 points of damage. Is it considered fire? So you do 5 fire damage. Oh, why do you roll 2?
Because I do spell strike adds a 2d8 to the damage.
Oh, then you should just roll 2d8.
No,
Instead of rolling.
It's okay. Just next time.
when you make a weapon attack against a creature with an imbued weapon and it hits, you do an extra 2d8 damage.
Yeah, so it's 29 damage total.
Damn, but that's a crit lah, so that's fine. Give me a moment. How much damage is it? Yeah, okay, yeah. So you definitely cleave it in half almost, and a lot as it splash out, it splashes onto your face, splashes onto your blade. Again, because your blade is a magic damage, magic weapon, it doesn't take any like durability damage or whatever. But you definitely take some damage, but that damage is unknown until I roll for it, and
Not
yeah,
that different.
you have sort of almost managed to, you guys know this very well, you have almost sort of managed to force it into phase 2 of its mutation for this rat. Would that be the end of your turn, I believe?
Yeah, and I'll just shout at it. Be gone with you, creature.
Alright, and the next person that was going to take their turn has woken up, I believe, because it's a 1-minute spell, you're asleep.
Yeah, but each round is only 6 seconds long. So he's got a little bit still. Because a round, it's like every player takes a turn is 1 round. And that all happens within a 6-second time period, so 10 rounds, technically.
So he's sleep.
Yeah, he's sleep. I'll let him be sleep. You guys don't really need much more of a difficulty spike for your thing. And for the person that has for Malik, who has smacked the whale rat seemingly out of anger, he would like to reciprocate in kind and take a bite out of Malik, which does not hit.
Nope.
Seemingly afraid of your fire, it goes for your torso instead, and because it's such a big movement, you definitely manage to move out of its way, and we go to the top of the initiative order, and I believe your enemies have awoken.
No, not technically.
Really?
Yeah, so technically they would it would have to go through 10 times of us fighting. Like his turn, on the 10th time it comes around to the person who's cast its turn. Now they can take an interaction Or, I'm sorry, they can spend their action to wake them up, or any damage wakes them up automatically.
This
Yeah.
the duration of the spell is 1 minute, so every turn is 6 seconds.
Not every
Yeah.
person's turn, every
No.
full round of combat.
Is 6 seconds?
Yeah.
God bless.
It's ridiculous. Sleep is really good until about level 4.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll allow that. You guys need really good right now. So yeah,
Alright.
go ahead.
I am going to creep forward.
Creep.
Haha. With my bonus action, I say, Carl, you are looking incredibly good today. Why don't you do a lot better, and give him bardic inspiration?
Continue.
And with my action, I'm going to... You piece of shit, you little slime. Why don't you just go fucking die? And casting it this way
Okay.
for 1 damage.
I mean, it's still damage. It does not make it. It takes it, and it looks a bit confused at what it was just hit by. Like, what the fuck just hit me? And yes, you
And that's
now
my
see that, yeah, that's your turn. And you now see that it has begun to morph into the second form. A lot more slime is coming out of the just horizontal cleave of Bran. And yes,
And don't
that'll be
forget
it.
his disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah, which is more crazy than fun. And yes, so they are still asleep, and it will be Cow's turn.
Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm taking my turn, so give me 1 second and I'll chat a little more. Okay, so Cal will move up to here.
Mm-hmm.
And then he will... Unfortunately, can I see anything more?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. You see these two people laying prone. They are like collapsed beside the fire, but you get the idea that these two people that are prone were not the ones that have attacked you, because they are prone. They are asleep. They are unconscious.
Dang it. Okay,
You're welcome.
that's fine.
You're welcome.
I guess with that knowledge in mind, I will swing at the one north of me by Malik.
Okay. With your mace?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
And I will Bardic Inspiration that. What's your Bardic?
much.
It's a 1d6.
Yeah, so you have to roll 1d6.
So
Ooh,
Nice.
damn. Yeah, hits. Go ahead. Roll for damage. Ooh, it does 7 bludgeoning damage. You hit it across the head, I'm assuming.
yeah, because
Yeah, because
They're
that's where
short.
the fire. Yeah, that's where the fire is. You hit it across the head. Yeah, it's short compared to you, of course. And it's relatively stunned, relatively like knocked around, and you get the idea that you did considerable amounts of damage, but not enough to warrant it to morph into its second stage. And is your mace a normal weapon?
yes, it's normal.
Yeah, so it will take -1 to its durability. Note that down. Should it take -5, your the integrity of that weapon will be gone.
Okay.
Yeah, and we will end your turn. And yeah, and once again, and now you see
Hi, Epic.
a person,
Sorry about that.
a person's hand sort of creeping here, and you see him pull this person back, and he would spend his
That's
action
not creepy at all.
to wake him up. Like he's slapping the guy and go like, "Wake up! What the fuck?" And yes, I assume he's awake,
Yep.
but he's in the
Any...
shadows. He's in
You're
the
waking him up.
shadows. Yeah. And now we will go to the wheel rat that has been cleaved in half by Bran. And remind me,
we're
Vicious
just,
Mockery, he has
I
disadvantage on his
think
roll.
this is kind of
on his attack.
like
Yeah, And
we're
now
just
he
going
would
through
like to
combat. We've
take-
been in the sewer exploring, as you
again,
can see
he cannot
here.
bite anymore.
Let me
So
zoom
he
out a
would
little
like
bit.
to body
And
slam.
we're
Again, when they are in that form, all you
yeah,
can do is
just
body
playing some
slam.
D&D.
You
So
know, if you want to
sorry.
body slam Bran,
The
which
old
hits,
episodes
I
are on
think.
YouTube on my YouTube
14?
account, which I have
Oh,
a
wait.
link to.
I don't know. I don't
believe
know.
below my stream, maybe.
No, it doesn't.
But
All right, great.
beyond that,
So you're
not a
it's
whole
saved
lot's
by
going
Vicious
on. How are you?
It tries to
You're
body slam.
Oh,
It tries to
yeah.
body slam Bran. It goes
Oh my gosh,
it
where's
goes
the
to the side, doesn't
notifications?
really hit, and you it just looks
Oh my
disgusting.
gosh,
It's like
all
a
my
pile of poop
notifications
right now,
are
but
all
with
of
like a bit of red
All of
parts
them-
here and
all
there.
of
You
them
get a
are
bit
missing.
of fur here, you get a bit of fur there, and if it touches you, you get
Thank
the
you
idea
for
that
the
you would
follow,
want
by
to
the
kill
way,
yourself
Epic.
because it's so disgusting.
Yeah, so we
And
play
we go to
D&D
Malik's turn.
every
What we're gonna be able
Thursday
to do.
at about the same
With
time
your
as
torch.
other people. But
Beat it with a torch again.
Go
and
ahead.
then
What the
I
hell?
stream a
Hits,
lot of
holy shit, what
MMOs
is
in
such high
between.
rolls with
And then we're
torches?
going to be adding
Yes, you
another
do,
D&D show
the same amount of damage, you
eventually.
try to repeat
That'll
it.
be on
Why don't change
Saturdays.
something that didn't
I'm
go
just trying to
wrong,
get
so
that
just
group
beat his
used
ass
to
with a
playing
fucking,
before we...
torch, I guess.
Hey,
And yes,
thanks
you
for
get
the
the
host
idea
as
that
well.
you are forcing him closer and closer to his second mutation sort of thing. But yeah, he's not exactly there yet. You're welcome. I like that.
Is that your personal emote? Is that
But
what
yes,
it is?
what else are we doing?
That's it.
Let's
I
take
ain't
a
got
look.
anything to do as a bonus action at the moment, so.
Alright, so you just whack his ass
Check out
and
your
whack
channel.
his head, and you just move back. Like, yeah, I'm done with this guy. And what would Brent like to do?
Reaver's saving the
is he
day.
in slime
You don't have to
form
lie
now?
to him.
To the best of your knowledge, yes.
He's lying to you. He's not saving the day.
Alright.
He thinks he saves the
Yeah,
day.
I'm just gonna swing at it.
Oh.
It does not hit,
Nice.
regardless of whether it's in slime or like it does not hit simply. So you go straight
Oh,
for it. It's sort of
Is that a
you
free
hit,
amount?
you
Or
don't
is
even
that...
need resistance. So you're sort of like cleaving through water, and does your blade sparkle out? Like does the I don't know how long your spell. I forgot what it's called.
10 minutes.
Okay, good. So yeah, definitely
Super.
this will last the entire encounter. So it goes through him. You are a bit disappointed in the fact that your thing didn't really do as much as you wanted it to.
I will
But
try
yeah,
to
that'll be
respond
the end of your turn, I
consistently
believe.
epic, but I'm also going to try to listen a little bit too.
Yep.
So if
Alright,
I miss
and the
something, just
person
give
is
me a
still
couple seconds. I'll be
unconscious,
right
so we
back
go
to you,
this
okay?
rat. And this rat, seeing that it has been fucked over by both, it has been whacked a lot by a lot of maces and torches, so it would like to stab Malik, which does not hit. It does not hit, and that will be the end of its turn, and we'll go back to Reaver, who has how many how many spells left?
One spell slot, but thank God
Alright,
she's
good to
not
know.
using a cantrip. I'm gonna creep forward.
Cool.
And
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I'm going to produce my all lovely magical dagger. Again.
Uh-huh.
And
That's-
stab the top one.
Merrick's the DM.
Stab the top one hits. Go
Night
ahead,
Shadow
roll damage.
is the one who's taking the turn right now. He's our bard. Previously a rogue,
You
but
stab
now a
it right
bard.
in the head,
because
and
he wasn't
you
happy with the
managed
rogue.
to just make the difference, and now
And we have a
um,
fighter, and we're missing 2 players
so you
tonight,
stab him right in the head.
unfortunately.
out of the wound sort of splatters out. How blood was splattered, but now acid, so you again take
And
acid,
that's my
acid
emote.
damage.
It's
You don't
nothing
know- you're not
fancy
exactly
yet.
sure how
I'm working
much.
on it.
They're determined by rolls on my side, and you manage to morph it straight into its slimy form, if you will. So right now you have 2 piles of slime on your hand,
Oh dear God, that is disgusting. Why would I do that?
and that will be the end of your turn.
Yep.
All right, we go back to this person who is not asleep anymore, and once again, because they are pussies and they were hiding behind their mutations. Give me a moment.
Technical terms.
They once again like to take a pot shot at Carl, which misses, right?
Yes, very much so.
Yes. All right, that misses, and they don't do much because they don't want to expose their where they are, and it will be Carl's turn.
Cal will
Oh my.
take a 5-foot step forward so he doesn't get tacked to see if he can see these guys.
5 foot would put you at
Yeah, I moved myself. Yeah.
ooh, just barely. So yeah, you see where the guy has been dragged to, but you still don't see the guy who dragged him, or the guys who dragged him. So you're not exactly sure how many you're dealing with, but you definitely see one that is still unconscious, and you see one that just tried to shoot at you.
Okay, so
And
the
this
one
one.
that just tried to shoot me, he's going to be dealing with this.
Okay, hit. Go ahead. So you shoot it across the fire. Interestingly, even though you shot it across the fire, the effect of the spell was not diminished, and it hits him. Where would you like to hit him?
Probably in the upper chest.
Alright, you hit him right across the chest. It spreads a bit. He gets knocked back a bit. He looks shocked. Like, how could I have been damaged by a person as lowly as you? And yeah, he takes the damage like a bitch.
Now,
And what try to do?
I'll accept your surrender now, and we can talk this out if you'd like.
They ignore you totally. Like they believe they have a very good grasp on their victory right now.
Okay, that's it.
That'll be the end of your turn, and once again, now you see a person step out of the shadows and slowly move, not slowly but relatively fast, and move towards this guy, and he slaps him awake. So he's awake now. But that'll be
Not for long.
that'll be the end of his action. And now we go to the rat, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was not as good as
So
I
the
was
rat,
hoping.
having seen this person just sort of stab his
Which one was that?
fellow mutation in the
I
head,
didn't get Wildberry.
he would go for
Yeah. That's weird.
he would go for a rare multi-attack, but of the same kind again. That's not hit.
No.
That's not hit. Is that last one? Let me count.
It should only be 2, unless it's like
Yeah,
a...
it should only be 2. Yeah,
I would
that's
hope.
2 only.
Right.
Yeah. So again, after they are at this form, they are really just one-trick ponies. They just go straight for you. You don't do much to them. They don't do much to you, and yeah, that's about it. And we go to
Please
Malik's
don't
turn.
touch me, you vile creature.
And then we go to Malik's turn.
Watch.
Does not hit.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't forget you've got the 1d6 for me.
Has
Have you used that yet?
he
We're-
used that?
We're missing so
I'll
much
use
magic
the-
damage.
Wait, that lasts how long?
Oh,
You're-
did you already use it?
No, I haven't used it, but how long does it last?
10 minutes.
Until you, we definitely for the entirety of this encounter.
Oh, yeah, okay. I guess I'll re-roll then.
Don't
you
need
just-
to add.
Roll a
you
d6.
Roll a d6.
Yeah, just roll 1d6 and add whatever there is to that.
And it adds to the attack. Yeah, there you go.
Begin.
That hit?
Am I lagging?
Probably.
Maybe. He rolled
It's
a
5.
total of 12, I guess?
It's 13.
Or 13?
Alright.
Sorry, my bad.
I shall go and open it up again.
Oh, wait, you're right.
No,
it's
12, yeah. Yeah. Math is
We do
real.
math here, guys.
Please?
Alright, give me a moment. My Wi-Fi decided to fuck with me again. Come on. Can you guys hear me still?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we
can hear
can.
you.
Okay, so you can hear me, but I cannot see row 20. What is this?
Refresh,
Usually
bro.
That's what it is.
My browser, like that's how slow it was. This encounter would be a lot easier if you guys had actually had 6 people.
Yeah, when we had magical people, yeah, that would have been good.
Alright, we got torches.
Can I hold Moonstone? Because that would be helpful.
Wait. If you hit someone with Mavis, can Moonstone appear and also hit them?
Just start swinging Mavis as Moonstone floats around on her.
Yes.
It's like a Thor, but with Moonstone.
Hmm.
I am back.
Sweet.
Back.
So the total to hit was a 12.
Ooh, give me one
Oh,
second.
come on. Please do that, yes.
Oh yeah, with my rules, if it ties, you don't hit. So it benefits both you guys and benefits the encounter monsters too. So yes, that barely grazes over his head, or whatever left of his head, and it does not hit.
Yeah.
And we go back to Brand.
It was close, though. That's what we know.
Yeah, it was close
It
though.
was. It was.
It was a waste of balik dice, but
Got 2 left.
hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. I will still need to take a look at your bright blade damage though. I think it's a little bit much, but we'll look at it.
I'm really new two hands, so it's just
Yeah, I know. Go ahead, roll for damage. 13. Alright, your magic is still there. So this time, wow, that's a crit. This time, just roll. Yes, just roll a 2d8. So yes, you do 20 damage to you just killed it essentially because it's magic. So essentially, you stab your blade into the pile of ooze. You twist it and fire sort of sparks around your blade. It sort of melts through the ooze, and you sort of hear a curling, and the fucker is dead.
Actually, his
It's just
bright
like-
blade damage is exactly right. If it's a longsword.
That's exactly right. All right, good to know. And he crit. So yeah, that's exactly right. So yeah, that fucker is dead, and I'm assuming you're gonna search his body later, so that's none of my business. And right now, again, seeing one of their oozers get hit, these people are getting a little bit more crazed, so they move their ass to Carl and take a swipe. And Carl,
Oh, hello.
hello,
Miss.
which does not hit because you guys all have fucking high ACs. Good to know. But now he has exposed himself to danger. And right now, with the ooze, he will once again like to take a multi-hit at the hulking giant that is Malik. Where the fuck did I put that? There we are. Nope.
Nope.
Nope, definitely not.
Nope.
And it can't be disarmed because it has no arms. So yes, we will go back to the top of
It
the initiative order,
evaporates.
to the top of the initiative order, which would be with Reaver,
All right.
who
Revo.
has no spell slots left, I think, or one.
No, I've got one spell slot left.
Alright,
I'm
good to know.
saving it.
You guys will need
All
it.
right. Firstly, I am going to say, how dare you, cultist? How dare you be awake? And I'm casting it at this one.
I don't think he appreciates you calling him a cultist.
Oh, whatever
Yeah,
he is.
and he doesn't appreciate it so much that he doesn't give a shit about your ass because he's devoted to his god. But yes,
Alright, hang on.
And it's at the end of your turn.
Not quite. Hang on, I'm just double checking. I've got this in the right order. I obviously screwed up. No, I didn't screw up. And I'm going to give Carl. Carl, you're doing so great. Have some more inspiration and destroy that motherfucker for me.
at this point in time, Carl sort of feels like perhaps Reaver is a bit sarcastic when he says this kind of stuff. So.
Ouch. I
But yes.
believe in you, Carl.
Go ahead, roll your bardic ding dong, and we will go to the cultist that has already woken up. And you
Alright, so
already
yeah.
identify him as a cultist, and this cultist is not as brave as the one that has gone up to Carl, the hulking man, and he would like to take a shot at Carl, which hits, I believe.
Yep.
Regardless of whatever you do, I think. And oh damn, that's 8 piercing damage. He goes for your head, he sort of misses, it hits your shoulder, it implants itself in your shoulder deftly, and you have the idea that you have a little bit of trouble moving your left arm. And it will be your turn.
Alright, so lifts up that mace and beats face on the cultist in front of him.
Yes.
Alright, go ahead. Roll for damage. Well, hold up. Hits. Go ahead.
Swish it.
Yeah, so after this guy is valiantly trying to challenge you, who is obviously his physical superior, you sort of beat his ass with the mace. You whack him, and you get the idea that if you whack him once more, he should die. But he begins to cower, and you see that there's a little fear in his eyes. But not exactly directed at you, so yes.
And
we'll go
yeah,
to-
that's it for
sorry,
me.
It is your turn? Alright. we'll go
Well,
to
hold on
Carl.
one second. Let me double check something.
Great. I will allow you to double check while I
Okay,
do
I'm
some
good.
stuff.
Yep, you're good.
Alright. Then with the other cultists, they are quite ashamed to be asleep so long in glorious battle for their god, and they once again take a pot shot. This time at right. This time at Malik, the other tall person. Does that reach that long?
Is it 2016?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I
definitely
think
well within range.
Yeah, so it hits, but I think is it disadvantaged?
I mean, you're
Just
shooting
shut-
through. Cool, but
Shooting through to, yeah.
Yeah, so that's disadvantage then. So 16, does that hit
16 is exactly my AC, so.
for Malik?
Mhm.
Does not hit. If it's exactly, does not hit. That's how it works. So
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
in perhaps trying to aim for the big guy, he missed because he's trying to shoot through too many things, shoot through too many people. He's overestimated his abilities, and that will be the end of his turn. Although you do hear him sort of whispers in a language that you don't understand, or perhaps you don't comprehend yet. He goes, Yigla, Yigla. And that will be the end
No,
of that turn,
no.
and that slime is dead, and it will be Malik's turn.
Can I ask what language it's in? Is it, well, let me clarify. Common, Elvish, Giant, or Draconic, or Gnomish? I speak all of
it's
this.
it's not any D&D language. That's all I'll say.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
It's a language that it's perhaps created in this world, or perhaps have have a relationship with whatever they do worship. Should it be a god, an entity, Cthulhu? I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Cthulhu? Cthulhu.
Cthulhu, surely. my accent comes out sometimes. Yes, Malik, what would you like to do?
Right, the one in front of me is still alive, right?
Yes, everything is still alive except for the one with big X on him. You are still wrestling with a big ass
Torch.
torch hits. Go ahead.
Damn.
Okay, because you only do 1 fire damage because only non-physical attacks manage it. So again, it's sort of like it's sort of the idea of punching water. You don't do much to the water, but you do put it on fire. You get the idea that it's not very affected by what you just did and just sort of shrugs it off. And would that be the end of your turn, or would you have anything else you could do? The torch has worked very well for Malik so far.
It's gonna be his signature weapon.
Imagine him with an actual weapon.
Technically, could I move I could move around, couldn't I?
Yeah.
You can move. You didn't move anything yet. You have your
I can
movement.
move there without being attack of opportunity or even there, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
it's a slime. It's really not gonna move to you. If you move past the what the
Yeah.
hell?
Yes,
If
I should
you
be
move-
fine there.
Yeah, you're fine.
Right? Yep, that's it.
All right, good. Bran, what would you like to do? Cleave everything up.
Do I see this guy?
Uh,
Do I see
Alright.
this one? Do I see him?
Yeah. You see him. Yeah, you see him. In this there is no small.
Yeah, because of the fire. I forgot. But I shout to the group. You guys take care of that. I got this one.
Okay. What would you like to do? You move your
Then
Okay,
Charge and swing. Or
Okay.
swing his legs.
Okay. Is this non-lethal damage, or are you trying to kill his ass?
Try to kill his ass.
Okay. Good to know. Ooh, does not hit. As you try and reach for his legs, he jumps deftly. He jumps up and just deftly out of the way. You see that he looks a bit he looks to be in fear because of how you were the one that carved their mutation in half with 1 strike. So he is very wary of that blade and very wary of you, but not wary enough to sort of like be paralyzed by fear. But yes, that will be the end of your turn.
Yes.
And before this cultist takes his turn, I would like Carl to make a perception roll. Being so close, you manage to hear this cultist sort of mumble under his breath. For the god, the only, the one. And then he sort of grabs his ropes and rips it across his chest. And again, because you have experienced this before, you understand that this is the premonition of them trying to be a suicide bomber, and you have the reaction while the others will just take their shit because they have never seen before. But your movement is halved because you don't have that much time, and it depends on what you do. You can, yeah, it really depends on what you do. But you get the idea that should he do whatever he did, it's gonna blow, and it's not a great kind of blow.
Kill him, restrain him, do something.
I was like, can I attempt to hit him to make it stop?
Yeah, you have a reaction. You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
There's no limit to what you can do for this one. It's literally, if you try, I will say you will roll and we will see.
I'm just gonna try to smack him with the mace and make it not happen.
Sure, where would you like to smack him?
Right across the face.
Okay.
No. Like
I
a
would
big
say
slap.
with how close you are and how you have experience with this, normally any person who tries to attack a suicide bomber would have disadvantage because they would be shocked. But because you have experience with it, you would not have it. So yeah, go ahead, roll. We will see how well you do.
Oh my
It's
god.
all on you.
Yes.
Oh, God bless. Yes, go ahead. Yeah, so you are tired of this suicide bombing bullshit antics, and you just go straight for his face. You sort of bludgeon his face in. You crush his skull. You crush his brain, and as you see the rune that was glowing bright red and about to come out, sort of start to smolder. And once again, you get the idea that this rune perhaps is connected.
Did he cut out? Oh, great.
Merrick,
I guess so.
Before they can explode, then you know.
we cut out there.
You did.
That was awesome.
I think
So
it's
yes,
still up.
he
Oh, there we go.
he is fucked. He is dead. He is fucked, and it will go to the slime, who, having seen you beat the shit out of his so-called master, I assume, he would like to take a multi-attack against Carl.
I will cast shield.
You have the what?
Shield.
Oh, I already spent my reaction, didn't I? Fuck. Never mind.
Yeah.
Let's just hope it doesn't hit then.
Yeah. Let's just hope it doesn't hit.
Go ahead.
Neither hits, right?
No, they don't hit. Thank God.
Hello?
No, they didn't hit.
It didn't. Yeah.
All right, great. Because I was
Still
cutting.
did.
I was cutting out again. I'm worried. All right. And we go back to the top of the initiative order. This guy is fucked. And we
Alright, so
But it's
this
used a
guy
lot
just
of
tried
spell.
to kill himself. So I just look at the other two and go, "Your gut is a lie. He has abandoned you. If you do not leave, we will kill you."
Roll
Deception?
deception, yeah, with I would say with nothing for now.
Thanks for that.
they're not exactly easy to convince. With your zero, the fool's passive, you should be able to boost this sort of play style more. But that's about it.
Will, but
Yeah. And you guys have earned a lot of jingle jangles. I
Jingle-jangles.
haven't told you guys any of your jingle jangle count, but I'll tell you guys after this encounter. But the one beside Bran, having seen his friend go out valiantly, he doesn't seem to want to do the same thing. Perhaps fearing for his life, he'll like to take a scimitar swipe at Bran, which misses. And we will go to Carlston.
Cal's gonna spend this action healing.
Sure. How much health do you have? You
3.
took like what? 8? Oh shit! Holy God bless.
dude, you should have told me. I have healing word too.
That's cool.
Wait, really?
Yeah. That'll be my last spell slot, but I have
Yeah.
healing word.
Yeah. I would not use all your spells here. This is not the boss of this dungeon, but
We can rest.
Cal
Yeah,
heals himself for
that's fine.
7.
okay, sure. And that would be your action. What would the rest be? Nothing, right?
No, yeah, I can't do anything else, so that's it.
All right. Then this cultist would once again like to do the ranged option because you guys are much too imposing to fight in melee range, and it hits for Malik, right?
Yep.
Malik.
Hits.
Yeah. And it does 8 piercing damage. Again, they go for the shoulder, seemingly wanting to prevent you from using your weapons. It hits your left shoulder, but again, you use your fist and use a torch, so it doesn't really hinder you that much. Like, come on, it's a torch. And we go back to Malik, because that slime is dead.
Sweet. First thing first, I will use second wind,
Ouch.
my bonus action.
Uh-huh. So you get 3 health back. Okay.
12. Yay, it's not too bad.
It's not great, but it's not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna risk the attack of opportunity
Sure.
with that cultist.
Okay. Remind me, everyone who is better at this game. Attack opportunity is when you leave a person's range or when you enter someone.
It's only when you leave it.
All right, great. So only the weird red gets it.
Yep, he may make
Yep.
one reaction to do so.
Yeah. Which does not hit.
Perfect.
It tries to glomp you. You move that the other way. You're like, fuck this shit. I'm out of this. I'm out of this. And what would you like to do?
I want to grapple the cultist.
Interesting choice. What would you like to do for that? Strength?
It's athletics versus his athletics.
Okay.
Yeah, it's athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
I will make him roll that. You win, barely, but you win. So he is in your grasp right now. Would that be the
Yep.
end of your turn?
I move 15 feet, right?
Measuring. Yeah.
I want to drag him back 1 space.
All right. You get the idea that should you want to move more, you would move a lot slower than you think, because you keep in
It's
mind
half movement when you grapple someone.
you still have Mavis on you, so reminder, the burdens, don't tell them, but the burdens are still here.
I mean, not
But
that they
yes.
could go watch this later.
I think Jazz is the only one watching. I don't even know where like Damon went, but yes, back to Bran.
I'm still going to try to cut him up.
Yeah, that's your move for like the past 4 sessions. Cut his ass. Cut his ass. That's it.
Well, my only other spell is binding, so that
Yeah, that's not very useful now. I mean, you
You're
are a
born to cut
spell
things, though.
that hits. Go ahead. You are a spell blade, so it does make very good to your name. Ooh, interesting. You do 4 damage. You go, I'm assuming, for the cleave again across his chest.
And 2d8 more fire damage.
Yeah, you set him on fire. He's almost dead. He looks to be struggling, and at this point in time, you get the idea that he is perhaps very close to doing his suicide bullshit again.
Fuck that.
Cause he gonna die anyway. So like, I'ma bring you guys with me. Like, and then our slime friend will once again like to glomp Reaver, but Reaver has high AC, so it doesn't do any shit.
Suck it, you slimy piece of crap.
You get the idea that when they're at this form, they don't really do much anymore. Like, you can't do much to them, but they can't do much to you either. And we go back to the top of the initiative order with Reaver, who has done a lot
Alright.
this session, surprisingly.
Reaver's gonna move up here. He's gonna
Okay.
summon his magical dagger.
Okay.
And he's
Okay.
going to hit that motherfucker.
Stab his ass. It hits. Go ahead.
Sweet. 7.
Yeah, you do suitable amounts of damage. You stab it straight in. You're not exactly sure what you're going for, but you see that some part of it has stopped reforming. So you definitely did like good amount of damage.
And bang.
Oh, okay, yeah, the fucker is dead. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
have managed to just end the slime, and now we go to the cultist that is with Bran. And Bran, you would have a reaction, but any reaction that you do is disadvantage because you have never seen this blow up bullshit before. So yes, he is trying to blow his ass up. He's doing the same thing. He's saying, you know, for the god, he pulls the cloth across his chest. The rune is glowing. You have one reaction to make. What are you doing? Am I cut out?
No, you're not.
No, you're not cutting.
All right.
I'm just trying to think of a plan right now.
Paranoia.
Try.
I'm gonna try to throw him into the fire real quick.
Chain explosion.
Yeah, that's not a good idea, but okay.
It's your idea. Like, who cares? Well, you prepared it.
No, I'm just gonna swing at him.
Okay.
Because. Sorry.
You do not hit, as in your sort of hurried stop, whatever is gonna happen, you swing at him. He sort of like crawls out of the way, and as he crawls out of the way, he makes a deft leap towards you, and give me a
Alright,
moment.
Brand.
Yeah, RIP, bro. So every creature in a 20-foot radius, centered on that point, must make a dexterity saving throw. Could you make a dex save for me?
Oh my goodness.
Yo, this is a fuck. This fucker not fucking around though. There's a reason why it's called. Holy shit! Only Reaver is the one that gets out of it. Damn.
Oh no.
Malik, no. Malik does not make it. Interestingly, Meza and Bran makes it. So Malik, hold up. Where was the spell? Give me a moment. There we are.
The other cultist needs to roll one too.
Oh yeah, he gonna roll it later, but yeah.
I just
I'll
letting
make
you
it
know
now,
because.
Yeah, he gonna die too. Like this is not a. What was it again?
Dex saving throw.
Oh yeah. I'm so bad at remembering stuff.
Thank God.
Wow.
He does not make it. He did. So yes, those who do not make it, please roll an 8d6 for damage, and those who do make it, please roll a 4d6 for damage.
Well, you roll it and then we just either half it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Hold up, I'm still.
Okay, how much do I roll?
Sorry, Brandon, you don't have to roll it. I have to do it. Sorry. Oh shit.
Okay.
So Malik takes 28 damage, the rest takes 14, and this guy is definitely fucked. That definitely ends like initiative. So I believe Malik is unconscious.
Yep.
So as he
How much HP do you have, Malik? Like, what's your total?
15.
Okay. Well, at least you didn't die outright.
Yeah, as he
Yeah,
goes
that's
for as he goes for this, and a big explosion happened, and it almost like shakes the foundation of the sewers, and this entire thing goes off. This seems to be a little bit more big, or a little bit bigger than the last explosion that happened with Carl, that Carl has experienced, perhaps because he was so close to death that he essentially used all of his life force to do that shit. And Malik was thrown back, hits the pipes, he's unconscious, he's just not in a good shape, his body is burned.
Mavis was hit as well.
Yeah, Mavis also. Wait, yeah. So Mavis and I won't make them make dex save because they're unconscious, but I would say that you guys would sort of like block damage for them.
Brand, did you go down?
Definitely worse.
Brent is fine, right? I think Brent is take 14 damage, right?
What?
Are you-
14? You
Yeah,
said?
14. Yeah. 1-4. You are fine though, I think.
Yeah, I got 26 so.
You got 26 health? God damn. Alright, good to know. Yeah, and Carl is fine, but the rest is all fucked.
No.
These are
I'm down.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I took 14. I only had 10 left.
Oh yeah, damn. So yeah, it is power of fire right now. Like everyone is just not a great look. But the
Alright.
good news is that there are no more enemies around. Or should there have been any more enemies or any more slimes, they will have been fried by the resulting explosion. But the bad news is the one that Malik was grappling, hoping to get information out of it, was fucked by that thing, and Malik himself was fucked by that thing. And yeah, life's not great.
Alright, I am using my healer's kit to stabilize Carl, and then going to stabilize Malik.
How many healers kit do you have?
I have 3, and I have now 1.
They are stabilized, but they are unconscious, and the ladies behind them, both of them, did not take as much damage as you think, but they took some burns. I won't really count like how much damage they took, because I'm assuming you guys are gonna take a rest after this, because this is crazy, yo.
Yes. I'll be right back.
Conveniently, we have a campfire.
Yeah. But yes, all of you are, and this is down, and this can Reaver make a perception roll for me, because you are the only like actually not damaged and like fucked over person. The rest is just like yeah, this is not good. This is not great.
He said he'll be right back.
Oh shit! All right, I did not hear him. Then oh yeah, he muted himself. I did not see that. We will wait then. We will think.
The explosions were really bad.
Yeah, suicide bombers are not to be fucked with, dog.
I have a next session we're doing in my game. We're doing a special session, so it'll be fun.
Well, I believe we would have had more fun with Damon and Jazz, but life sucks. Ah, Wolf is back.
Alright, sorry about that. Editing.
Yes.
So they're still unconscious.
Yes, but you have to make a perception roll.
Oh, I do. I don't like that.
You understand that your explosion has sort of not ignited the methane, but sort of caused a disturbance. Many things that you do not want to come out has already came out, and many things that you should not have disturbed have been disturbed. And you get the idea that perhaps the minute you get these companions of yours awake, you should get the fuck out of Dodge. And keep in mind, Carl is laying unconscious in a pile of bodies. So he is not clean.
Well, I'm looting.
They are stable, but they are unconscious.
That's fine. They're
Well,
stable.
Who are you looting for?
Well, I just looted him.
You don't see shit because his body is as charred as charcoal. And is Brand looting the same person that is as charred as charcoal? Or are you looting someone else?
I'm gonna loot the rats.
Go ahead. Go back. Go. With 11, because with how well you know your rats, because you've done it so many times, you get 2 string of threads from them, and you get the idea that these threads, with this amount that you have, you're sort of like 7 to 6 now. No, it's 8 to 9 actually. Threads that you have, they're beginning to form into one big rope, and they're beginning to have their own consciousness. They're moving according to you, and they are like sort of snuggling against you, like how a small snake would. But that's the idea that you get. And Reaver, you
Looting other cultists.
yeah, as you loot the cultist corpse who tried to explode, you get the idea that as you touch his body, you get the idea that the rune is still warm. And as you loot the cultist body, you get 1 scimitar. But you get the idea that the rune is still warm for the cultist that failed to explode, to implode himself. What would you all try to do then?
Can he still be exploded?
That is not a question I can answer. That is a question you have to roll for.
I'm not trying to explode him. What I'm thinking is, can I drag him over here?
Can you drag him? Yes, roll strength. Let's see how far you can drag him.
Oh god, this isn't gonna work. Yes, it worked.
Yes, it worked. You drag his ass over there. Yes, what we try to do with him? What the hell?
I just want to leave him there for the moment.
For now.
For now.
Yes. Alright, so yes, his ass is here. And yeah. Carl is unstable. Carl is stable, unconscious. Malik is unconscious but stable. The fire is beginning to smolder a bit, but there's still a little bit of warmth. And you guys get the idea that perhaps, holy shit, we should rest. But the rest of you are not very, the conscious ones are not very keen on getting too close to the fire, because you were just treated to a fire buffet of explosions and shit, so yeah.
I'm slapping Malik away.
With medicine.
Yes.
Okay, I would say that because he's stabilized, he will be conscious with 1 health. Malik is
There they
conscious, by the
are.
way.
Are you awake in there? Do you feel a bit better? That looks like it hurt, quite frankly. Good, he's up. I shall go get the big one up as well.
This is what happens when your druid is not here and your healer goes down.
And I now slap Carl away. Does not
Interestingly, despite their similar physique, as you slap Carl, it doesn't seem to wake him up. You just pap pap pap, and he just sort of goes. You get the idea that perhaps Carl has taken more abuse than he should, and perhaps the healer shouldn't be the one running in front most of the time, because he is the one, because that's how he plays his character. And again, I will give him like bodyguard like subclass. But yeah, you get the idea that this is.
Bran, do you think you could wake the giant oaf up?
Giant oaf.
Can I eat the cookie?
Yeah, go ahead.
What do I roll for eating the cultist?
I will let you roll that later, but let's go to poke first. Jesus Christ, let's go to poke first.
Nah, I might hurt him if I try.
Okay. And then let's go back to.
I was just gonna ask Reaver, did that cultist over there try to explode?
Yeah, if anything comes that way, I'm going to throw something at him, and hopefully he's going to go boom.
Ooh, that's a very smart idea actually. Never actually thought of that. Interesting. +1 blessing.
I'm gonna look at the rune and try to study it.
Interesting. While you do that, let's go back to the eating. And Bran, you will have to roll. You have to roll an Arcana check. And as you would hold up. Let's make you not unconscious first. As you would try to eat it, as what you see is like charcoal, like he's like almost turning to ash. Have you guys watched Infinity? Have you guys watched Infinity War?
No.
Okay,
Yes.
so okay, for those that have not watched it, I shall not spoil it. Then never mind, because it was gonna be a reference to that. But essentially, it's like he's turning to ash. It's sort of he's sort of dissolving a bit. There's really not much meat left for you to eat.
But there is some meat left to eat, right?
Yeah, some like
I
a little bit of the face, a little bit of the thighs.
I'm gonna strip his. Is his bone still intact?
Yeah. Fire is
I'm
going
gonna
up.
take a leg bone, like the
Okay.
big long one, from like
Okay.
the hip to the knee, and just
Yeah.
like try a bit of meat. from that.
You're going to make
And
it as a
then,
weapon, aren't you?
Yeah, the bone can be a weapon.
Yeah, but he gonna eat the meat though. Are you gonna eat the meat?
I can eat the meat while using it as a weapon.
Make a con save.
Yeah.
Great. Now make a intelligence save.
Yes.
That is great.
With the -1, I love it.
Yeah, and as you eat all of this and you get all of this, right? Malik, you alone, you hear this. So you kill my minions. You eat my minions. And you desecrate their corpse. Who
All in a day's
are
work. Malik.
you?
It tastes good though.
I like you. I will see you soon. And hopefully, when you face me, you will have the same spirit that you show. And it just cuts off.
Malik kind of just shrugs and carries on eating.
As you shrug, let me give you all a total of the amount of jingle jangles you guys have. So Malik has +5, so you add 5 to your thing. 1, 2, fuck, I cannot do math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reaver has 10. Carl has
Really?
6. Bran has 5. So yes, that will be the Do you want me to repeat?
Was that in
I can
addition
do
to
it.
what we already had?
Yes, yes. It does not
Okay.
refresh every time, it just adds. And in case you are wondering, Jingle Jangles help you buy passives of your subclasses.
Okay.
When we can use it.
Reaver would know this very well because he has helped me with some of the
Brand should
stuff.
know it. Bit of it.
Yeah, Brand should know it too.
It was there when we tested.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, this will help you buy. But for him is not as apparent because his class hasn't come out yet.
How long can I rest for?
How long can you guys rest for? How long would you guys want to risk resting for? That's the question. Keep in mind you have.
Reaver's screwed. He's exhausted.
All right.
Short rest, I guess.
Before we continue that, as Poke goes investigation, you definitely see the rune, you understand what the rune is, and then but as you roll Arcana, you get the idea that this is beyond you. This magic, this spell, this rune mastery is beyond you. You have no idea what it says. You get the idea that you're not even sure if it does the same effect as like a fire spell. Like it's beyond you, as a spell caster, as a spell blade. And yes, what are you gonna like to do?
I'm just gonna mumble. Just gonna mumble to myself. I should study this more. And joins the group.
Okay. Keep in mind though, Carl is still unconscious, so he can't speak. He's just like.
Yeah.
None
And
of
I'm
you,
going to leave him like that while I try the longest.
none of you have succeeded in waking his ass up. You guys just succeed so far. And would you guys all like to take a long rest?
Reaver does. I don't care what the others do.
You guys can discuss this, and keep in mind you guys are on a platform right now, and you're not exactly sure if there's only one entrance or there's because you haven't experienced this place, you haven't explored this place. While we're
Reaver
on
just
that,
sort of goes, I am leaving you guys to it. I am going to sleep for a moment before I pass out. And yeah.
I'll just have a short rest. I need the
okay,
longest.
so those two take a short rest. I'm assuming Brent is taking a short rest too.
Or if we're gonna take a long rest, I'm going to have to take that.
Yeah, Reaver was going to take a long rest.
All right, so Reaver and Brand take a long rest. They just rest, and Malik has awoken. So Malik now alone is the one that is awake. And what would Malik like to do? Because he has just taken a short rest.
Carl's still asleep.
Yeah, Kyle is still unconscious. Kyle just can't like. I have to do that.
To roll hit dice to see how much HP I get back, right?
Yep.
Not a lot.
At least a little bit.
It's more than you had before.
Yeah, more than you had before.
Right. I guess I'll kind of buy these pipes and just kind of keep watch in case anything comes.
I like how no one wants to explore because they're so scared of being exploded on. It's like this is great. As you approach the pipes, you get the idea that this platform that you're on is sort of protected from the smoke, and you see a lot more than what you used to see. You see the corner of the platform, which was where you guys, and across that will be where you guys were, you believe, and you get the idea that this place is not as dirty as it seems because people apparently cultists or people lived here. They use this as their base of operations. So that would be what you sense. What would you like to do?
Wake
I roll perception, see if I see anything around, just generally just from visually from where I am.
Sure. From where you are? Alright, sure. You don't see anything much. You get the idea that the water has stilled a lot more because there's nothing inside, and oh my, natural one. And the water is still there's nothing. You get the idea that there's nothing particularly coming for you guys in that sort of way. And yeah, nothing much happens. What would you like
Guess
to
I'll
do?
have a little wander down here. while they're sleeping.
Okay, as you move down there, you see again the edge of the thing, the edge of the platform, and you see another bridge that leads off to somewhere else. But you're not exactly sure if you want to leave this place yet with all your compatriots down. And then, as you again, wait, hold up. As you you see of course you see the thing, and as you see as you look across at the sewage water, you swear to yourself this is one of the strangest things you have ever seen. You suddenly see a crocodile above the um rise out above the water platform. And
No.
on this crocodile, there is a very strange creature. It looks like a weird rat, but it looks a lot more dignified. It looks a lot more um clean, shall we say?
It's Mavis.
Nah, nah. You just caught it. And it looks like this. He looks like this. And he's rising on top of the crocodile, like he controls the crocodile, like the crocodile like the crocodile sort of listens to him. And he arrives at here. Hold up, here. And he sort of sees you, and in comparison, this rat sort of goes up to your torso, like your waist for Malik. So he's around that tall. And he's looking at you. What would you like to say to him?
I held
Who are you?
Damn, dog. The hell's wrong with your voice? And then as you see this mouse sort of saunter up to you, walking here and go, were you all the one that caused all that great axe explosion?
I kill many.
Then he looks at you suspiciously and goes, yeah. I'm sure you did. The hell is
Filthy
this?
cultists die at my hands.
Yeah, but filth is where we live, so that's normal. I would say I understand you, but I'm not that tall. Now, the hell is all this? What the hell y'all doing here? This is not where your I mean, I'm not racist, but this is not where your kind should be. Why would such a big man like you be in such a small place like this?
I was taken here, imprisoned.
Oh damn, so you were a slave now, huh?
Yes,
You don't look like a slave. How the hell did they imprison you?
I woke up in the cage.
You woke up in a cage. Are you an animal by any chance?
No,
So he goes up to you. You get the idea that he doesn't fear you as much as he should, and he begins like prodding your ankle and goes, tough, very tough, muscle, good muscle. What would you like to do to him, or what would you like to do?
Malik's gonna kill it.
I'm just gonna stand there, let him just do whatever. I'm not bothered.
Yeah, so you get the idea that he's not really doesn't really mean any. Now he's very acrobatic, so he leaps up to your shoulders, sort of like the two-step. Do you allow him to leap up?
He can,
Alright, so
he can leap up.
He leaps up to your shoulders, and you see him stick out his very small ass hand, like not as small as you think, but a lot smaller than what a normal weird rat, like the ones that you've been fighting hands are and goes. The name's Remy. How you doing, boy?
Well, he kind of like bro fists him.
It's a little awkward because you're trying to shake your hand, but you bro fist him, and he goes like, "Oh, okay, all right, we not that close yet, dog. Chill." And then he goes, "So did you guys cause the explosion?"
Not quite. Cultists explode.
And he goes, he look at your ass and go, "You guys talking about those creepy ass little fuckers that like with capes and shit?"
Yes, we fight them.
Oh, you
Then
fought
they
them.
explode.
Did you kill them?
Yes. Kind of, yes.
Hey, God, good job, dog. Yeah, we're sort of having like he sort of scratches his head and he goes, we sort of having like a civil war down here. Like it's us against them, and I mean it's not very fair. They're so big and they have those kind of explodey stuff. We never figured that out. It's just sort of like one moment we're winning and the other moment we lost, and it's just so weird. And I mean, I'm sure you've seen some of their cruel, and he turns a little bit more serious. Cruel inventions and mutations. They've taken some of my brethren and they have mutated them, fused them with other creatures of this sewer, and yeah, it's not it's not a good beat. It's just not great. And then he looks at Malik expectantly, seeing what he would say.
Do you guys want help?
Help would be appreciated, but then and then he looks to you up and down. But you don't look that healthy, my boy. You look kind of banged up. You don't look like you won that fight. You look like you got burned, though.
I am fine. We need supplies and weapons. Then we fight.
He looks at you and then he sort of shuffles around in his pack, shuffles around in his belt. I think my weapons are a bit too small for you. My swords are like your ear picks. He sort of holds out his tiny ass sword, and it really doesn't. It really is not that long. Like it's about the size of your head. You get the idea that this rat or this Remy hasn't met much humans or humanoids, and he thinks that is an ear pick. But yeah.
Hmm.
And then he goes, you got where your dogs at? Where your party at? You got any friends with you? You alone? You alone like
Malik
me?
just
Or
kind of points towards the campfire.
you point, but again he's a rat and he can see a lot further than you. So he sees the unconscious guy, he sees Reaver, and he sees a rather heavily armored Brand.
Through the pillow.
Suspend disbelief. He sees the shadow of them. He sees the shadows of them, I guess.
Okay, I'll just turn to him and say,
Follow me.
In a moment.
and then the rat goes AFK.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, I believe.
Wait for it.
Hey, the rat is back.
So yeah, I said follow me and walk to the camp.
He is on your shoulder, so yeah, he.
There we go. I guess that kind of works.
Unwillingly following you.
Nah, he's quite interested. He wants to know what you guys been doing. He leaps down off your shoulder and he approaches Carl, and he sort of touches his wounds and go, yeah. Then he sort of turns back to Malik and go, hey dog, was this guy burned too?
Yeah, he friend.
Then why you guys leaving him so close to the fire, dog? He gonna try. He sort of like begins to pull Carl a bit away, but because Carl is so big and he's so small, it's like really a futile struggle.
He fine. He like fire.
And he look at your ass and go, you dumb? How can he be fine? He's burnt. He can't like fire. Do you like fire?
Yes.
he looks at you and goes, dog, I don't think we can be friends no more. What the hell? How can you like fire? Fire is crazy, yo. I mean, other than cooking food, but like, you don't really need to cook your food that much.
You
And then,
want like
Food.
you begin to
Malik
see
points
him-
to the cultist.
you begin to see him take a lot of you begin to see him take a lot of like little herbs, a little potion, and he begins to like douse it onto Carl, but the rest hasn't woken up yet. But Malik sees this, and you're not exactly sure if what he does should be done to Carl, because like rat treatment and fur bulk treatment might be a bit different.
I
Can
don't know
we
if
just
Malik
point
would
out
be
that a
smart
ghetto
enough to
where
know
rats
this.
do
That,
anything?
to be honest, I think Malik would be like, yeah, that's just treatment.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Malik doesn't care about the thing. So, Carl is definitely Carl is, by some rat treatment, is stabilized and conscious with 1 HP. Carl?
Oh, yeah, that was a bad way to take a nap. What the fuck are you?
you see the rat and he go, motherfucker, you think I just saved your ass. I ain't get no
Does
no
Carl
gratitude.
swear?
Yeah, does Carl swear?
Only when it's necessary.
And he,
I,
you
I
see,
figured this is very appropriate, but wow, I didn't
yeah,
swear. I
you
love
see
it.
this you see this little ass rat go, motherfucker, where my thanks at, dog? I just saved your ass.
I'm quite sorry, but I've been fighting guys like you, and I'm just a little bit confused. My apologies.
Guys like me, there ain't no guys like me. Have you ever seen such a cute ass rat? And he sort of like poses for your ass. And he's not exactly dirty, but he's not exactly cute either. Like he's like a warrior rat, so he's not exactly cute. He just has a very like high self confidence and very high like self esteem.
Well, I'll tell you, your confidence will get you far, but your looks are very suited to your environment.
He looks at you and go, eh, that's fine. I got a wife and kids at home. I don't need no looks. I'm a married man, so and then he sort of pets the group and stuff. So I see you have met some of my mutated brethren.
Yeah, that's where the confusion came from. You don't look a whole lot different. You're not bleeding ooze, though, so that's an improvement.
Ghetto rat healer for the win. I assure you, I'm a lot as more refined. And I'm a lot more intelligent, of course. And then he sort of poses and he sort of like makes his voice a lot deeper.
Well, friend, we had one of our compatriots that got bit by one of these boys here. Got any way of stopping that from being devastating to her physique?
So he sort of looks around and go, where is bitch at? Like, where is bitch at? Does Malik like pull Mavis down from his back?
I know she was never with me because she was like hit the pipes.
Oh, you can just left her with Reaver. Good to know.
Oh.
Mavis will regret that.
As I
Steal all her money, steal moonstones, steal everything.
struggle to get to my feet really quickly, looking around for her, since me and Lena have been laying here on the floor.
Yeah, as you like step up, he sort of shakes because you are heavy compared to him, and he go, whoa, chill dog. Why you have a cat on your ass?
Well, I've been carrying her. She's been unconscious for the better part of the day.
He sort of scampers up your back and starts plucking at Lena's whiskers and go, I don't like cats. Does she like rats?
I mean, the only ones that she's met so far have been trying to kill her, so probably not a big fan at the moment.
And she goes, she gonna wake up. And he continues plucking like Lena's whiskers, so Lena's gonna wake up without a few whiskers.
Please refrain from doing that there, friend. But I don't know if she'll be waking up anytime soon. Somebody told me in my head that they were going to take them out of this situation because it was too grimy.
He sort of lets go and go, Day? He looks at you like, you crazy dog. And he jumps from your shoulder to Brand's shoulder and goes, what's your deal, dog?
Bran is asleep, I believe. It
I'm
looks...
assuming all of you woke up already, but because it's around time. It took some time to heal. It took some time for them to converse. I'm assuming you guys woke up because Reaver is trying to sleight of hand Mavis gold.
Can I spend, since it's been such a long time, can I spend a hit dice at this point?
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic.
Who's this, by the way? It's
Cal.
Cal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got healed by him. Like I wouldn't add any bonuses from his healing, but I would say yeah, definitely. And Brand, yes, are you awake?
Yes.
All right, then the rat go, yeah, dog. What up with you?
What are you?
he hears like the slight disgust in your voice and go, you're not a rat person? You never seen someone as cute as me? What the hell is this? And then he sort of like goes to your belt and goes, he sort of like taps your blade and goes, what is this? Your bright blade. Your bright blade. He goes, what is this?
One of my precious treasures.
Treasure. All right, I ain't gonna touch that no more because it's your thing. And he leaps away and he leaps to Reaver.
Firstly, did I steal any gold from Magus?
I would say no, because I don't think
Ah.
that's. I don't think you're really gonna try that.
You don't know Reaver then.
I would ignore that sleight of hand because I would. Shit. He looks at you. The rat sort of looks up to you and goes, "You look like a man who knows what he knows. What's up with you, dog?"
Dear God, what are you? Just sort of looking at him in horror.
He looks at you in surprise and goes, "Huh? I thought your kind would be more accepting. Let me guess. Thief, bar, like drinking, been in jail a few times." This is the Reaver, by the way.
Yes, he's just sort of looking at him. So you're not trying to kill us like the other ones.
And then he
Why are
goes,
you here?
"I know your kind. I've seen your ass in prison before. I haven't seen your particular ass in prison before. I don't want to see that. Don't think it's very pretty. But yeah, I've seen your kind before. And why am I here? I'm here because you guys blew the damn ass sewer up. You blew our home up. I mean, we live in another part of the sewers, but I'm part of the patrol that's sent out by the guard and the king, and yeah, it's just boring. It's just annoying. But when you
Well, I
when,
can
when you
tell you now, my dear boy, that we had no intention of blowing anything up. In fact, it is these dead things near us, sort of gesturing to the cultists, that decided to blow themselves up.
Then he sort of looks at you and looks. The hell you saying, man? You think they stupid? Why would they blow themselves up? They'll kill them. He doesn't really
Yes.
believe you.
And would also kill us, apparently.
I mean, do you think I just like being kind of singed all the way around on my hair? Because it's not a real convenient thing.
I can assure you he doesn't like it.
He looks at Carl and goes, I thought you rolled your ass in fire. That's why you were beside the fire. I thought you like fire. Then he looks at Malik and I thought you said his ass likes fire.
He like fire.
Yeah, not so much, but that's alright. We're still getting to know each other.
Anyway,
Carl
my good
gives-
sir, do you know a way out of these stores? We'd very much like to get out of here and stop trespassing on your home.
Carl gives Malik a pointed stare, and then as Reaver says this, he goes, out. Then he sort of thinks about it. Where did you guys come from? I mean, you can, from where you are, from where he's standing, you guys can go to the left and sort of go back. That's where we usually go to steal a lot of our shit. A lot of our gear, a lot of our information, we steal a lot of things from the guards. You guys can go up that way and go to the prison. I mean, I guess you guys don't like prisons, but that's a way out.
Well,
if you know me from my looks, you can tell that I do not like prisons, certainly. But we came from that direction, and unfortunately the path collapsed.
Oh shit, dog, you collapsed the path? What the hell did you do?
We existed by the sounds of things.
yeah, I'm quite
I can't
large.
remember.
I'm not really sure what happened, but I think it has something to do with my weight that could have collapsed that path. I apologize.
He sort of looks at Carl and goes, you just cost us a lot of gold and a lot of gear, but I shall forgive you because you don't control who you get to be, but you are who you are. And then he just sort of thinks and goes, well, you can definitely go to, you can definitely come with me, but then he just sort of like, refuses his own idea and goes, nah, that's just crazy. There's so much stuff going on there. Why would I bring strangers? They're not even rats. They're so big. They'll be so scared of him. Look at. Then he points at the Carl and points at Malik. Like he's talking to himself, but you hear this mumbling and goes, look at this big ass niggas and this. That guy's burned. That guy's like fire. That guy doesn't like fire. This guy looks like a douchebag. Then that guy has a treasure. Who knows what's gonna happen? And then he sort of says like, okay, you know what? Stop. Fuck this. And then he just goes to River and goes, there is a way out, but I'm not sure you want to go that way.
Oh, my dear boy, we don't want to be here, so I am pretty sure anything is better than here.
What if I told you you will have more boom boom the more you go closer to the place you think you want to go?
Then I will tell you that that is a terrible idea for us to go that way. Is there any other way out?
He sort of looks at you and goes, how well can you swim?
I do not like swimming, and I do not know about the others, especially if it's in this sewage water.
And then he looks at the rest and goes, "How well do you guys swim?"
I mean, that depends on how deep the water is.
You guys have been in the water. You guys know how deep it is.
I mean, I don't really swim in water like that. I'm too big.
I swim good.
Malik kind of flexes.
Never learn.
Malik, that water, you can't swim in that. You're just too big, just like me, man.
Challenge accepted.
All right. It wasn't a challenge. Maybe next time.
And then he goes, well, every one of you except for you despicable looking human, and I'm assuming Reaver is gonna take that as a compliment.
Yes, he just sort of gestures, bows his head.
Yeah,
with a
none
smile.
of you can feed on my crocodiles. And when he says this, you guys are all very shocked, except for Malik, because Malik saw him like sort of like coast up, like he rolls out of the water on a crocodile. The rest of you are like shocked, like he controls crocodiles. What the fuck is this? But yes,
Crocodiles, you say, my boy. How on earth are you riding a crocodile?
I mean we have a deal. We find them food, they protect us, and we keep them sort of as pets. When crocodiles are not exactly intelligent, you know, so you know, you find them food, you do nice things for them. They're sort of like dogs, but big, pointy, and have a mean swing with their tail.
I think he's trying to
So
say
I
that.
just look at the rest of the group and go, well, what do you guys want to do?
I mean, anyway, I don't have to fight any more of these guys that explode would be fantastic.
How has PTSD? How has PTSD?
That's the second time that's happened to me.
Not fighting those guys will be great for a change.
And then I'm assuming Reba is looking at Malik to get his opinion.
Yeah.
You
Malik, do you
want
wish to swim then?
swim.
Show us how well you can swim then, Malik.
First eat, then swim.
I thought you already ate that guy's leg.
Eat more and swim.
Well, try the other one that's cooked well done. Just sort of pointing to that one.
You want to try?
I am fine, thank you very much. The carrot that I shall eat. Mr. Rat, what is your name, sir?
I have a name, damn it. My name is Remy. And he sort of like smiles. If a rat can smile, he sort of smiles and gestures to you like, dog,
Rats can smell.
yeah, rats can smile. More rats can smile though, so.
Well, Remy, I am Reaver. Over there is my great friend with the sword, Bran. My lovely giant here is Carl. And over there, about to chew on a person, is Malik.
Remy just sort of looks at Malik and go, and then he turns back to Reva. He a cannibal?
I have no idea what he is. All I know is he is terrifying and can kill people with torches very easily.
He ain't got no weapon. Why he using a torch though?
Well, he likes to punch things, and I really don't know actually.
He sort
He
of
just likes to kill things his own way.
he sort of turns to Reva and goes and does the is this dog crazy? The universal sign for is this dog crazy? Like with the circle on his head, like is he crazy?
Potential.
And he points at Carl. Then he whispers to you in what he thinks is a very small whisper, but everyone can hear it. Does he like fire?
No, no one here likes fire. I say very loudly, except for maybe Malik, but who knows what he likes.
I like fire.
And at this point, which will be where we end for today. because I need to go and have lunch. And I hope you guys like Remy. I wanted to introduce Remy when Mavis was here because Mavis would love Remy, but sad
Get her
times.
were rat.
I mean,
Yeah, but
she might
he's a
wake up
really
next
good
time.
rat. Yeah. And I did not expect Carl to go down. I expected Malik to go down, but I didn't expect Carl to go down. Thank God, Remy is like an actual. Remy is like he's like a scout. So he has like healing. He has traps. He has a bit of weapons, but he's not like a frontline fighter. He's very agile, but he's not. I hope you guys like my accent for Remy. It was very tough to constantly be ghetto.
Like I said, get her were rat.
Yeah, it's very tiring to be
Funniest thing
constantly
ever.
ghetto. Have you ever seen a black Asian man? Yeah, that's what I am now. I'm black and I'm Asian. And the worst thing